Good evening, everybody. I'm Samantha Mazuz. I'm honored to be standing before you to share with you my Masa, my journey, and how it's brought me here to San Antonio, formed an immense connection with the state of Israel, and it got me through some of life's most hardest and most challengeable moments. Sorry, it's a little emotional. Family has always been central to my identity and my experience. I'm 30 years old, and for my years, I've experienced more than my fair share of loss. As a young child, my father, Dr. Michael Perlman, passed away. As a single mother, my mother, Joy, Simcha, did all she could to provide myself and my siblings with a life filled with all we needed, wanted, and more. My brother, Eric, he was born with a rare Jewish genetic disease called Canavan's disease. The doctors only gave him 3 years to live, but we loved him and we gave him the best home and environment to thrive that a family could. We used to call him Budsy Boy. He passed away when he was 10, and I was 9. Carrying us through our sadness was gathering as a family to celebrate Jewish holidays. My mother threw me a bat mitzvah that was like a wedding. Community was an integral part of our life. Without community, support, and friends, my mother wouldn't have been able to do what she did to survive and the grief that she endured. Mom always made sure she was there for me, present to take me to cheer, walk alongside me on the golf course, drive me to and from practices, rehearsals, and music lessons. She didn't remarry till I was in high school, and soon after, she too passed away. Her passing was extremely difficult for me. I was at an age where I was trying to find my own, figure out who I wanted to be, where I wanted to go with my life, and she was my biggest cheerleader, and I was at loss. My bubby, my grandmother, and my sister, who's here tonight, threw me a graduation party upon my completion of college. I was graduating from Rutgers University with a degree in psychology a semester early. Somehow and in some way, I'd finished school early with mom sick and passing during my studies. My community at Rutgers was what pushed me through to be the best that I could be with the best friends I could ask for. The next day after this graduation party, I was sitting at brunch with some family and friends, and my phone rang. This was a phone call that changed my life. This was back when Birthright Israel had waiting lists. It was Birthright. The phone call went something like this. Hey, Sammi, this is Sachlav calling from Israel. We wanted to see if you could go on a trip tomorrow from JFK. My response was, count me in. Leaving behind a job in Manhattan, I traveled to Israel, and then what seemed like a transition to the next stage, it was a life-changing 10 days. By the 10th day of the trip, I knew that my time in Israel wasn't over. I was emotionally connected. I needed to be there. There was a reason I was there. I knew that what my parents left me was my Jewish identity, and I felt close to them being there. I ended up enrolling after this 10-day trip in a 5-month Masa internship program. While interning in Tel Aviv for a big fashion company, I met a man that I feel like was sent to me from heaven, and his name is Idan, and he's now my husband. Following this internship, I applied for an NYU master's program in organizational behavior, also in Israel, and was accepted, allowing me to stay in the state of Israel, continue learning, connecting to my homeland, and spending more time with Idan. After completing my studies, Idan and I got married, and soon after decided to move to New Jersey. Southern New Jersey is where we made our home with my loving grandparents, who were like parents to me. We immediately got very involved in the Jewish community. My roots in southern New Jersey gave us an instant community, and it was just awesome. Before we knew it, we had flipped a house by the beach, thanks to Idan's handyman skills, and he was recruited to work for an oil company here in Texas. Thank goodness my sister Rachel was already here in Texas, and being close to her meant so much. After coordinating with relocation companies and movers, I reached out to the Jewish community here in San Antonio. I had sent an email to the JCC director with really no hopes of a response, but within an hour, I received a text message from my own JCC director saying, Saul Leventius just called me. He's going to hire you. And within minutes, my phone was ringing from San Antonio, and it was Saul. and I'm so grateful for the love and patience that this community has given me. I was embraced the moment I arrived here in San Antonio. From that time, I've been able to grow the San Antonio Hillel, assist with Jake Camp, move on to grow the Young Leadership Division at the Jewish Federation, Emerging Leadership Class, and so much more. I'm so happy to currently be working at Congregation Agudas Achim as the Director of Congregational Learning. I love inspiring others to feel connected to who we are. To Israel, and to feel like at home in our community, just like I felt when I landed here in Texas. I'm honored to stand before you tonight and say that I am fulfilled by the work that I do, and so blessed to be part of this community. Idan and I love San Antonio, and we were blessed to have two beautiful children born here, Eitan and Liel, and we were raising them with people here that are community and family to us. This year has thrown us a curveball, and again goes to show what the power of community means. Our dear friend passed away this year, leaving us behind his most cherished legacy, his son. Idan and I have embraced Mari as our own and are so proud to have him as part of our family. We learn that the biblical Yisrael, known as Jacob, goes through a lot of adversity, losing Rachel and thinking he lost his son Joseph. But though he wrestles with God and struggles at times, he perseveres to ensure the future for his family and for our people. The name Yisrael means to struggle and overcome. Although my life has been filled with challenges, I wake up every morning feeling grateful that I live my best Jewish life. John F. Kennedy once said, "We've developed the courage and strength that we have today by surviving difficult times and challenging adversity. Israel was not created in order to disappear. Israel will endure and flourish. It is the child of hope and the home of the brave. It can neither be broken by adversity nor demoralized by success." I sometimes feel like Kennedy's Israel. I have survived the most difficult times, and through Israel, my husband, my homeland, and my community here in San Antonio, I am flourishing. Thank you.